What's up, guys? This is Chris here, and today we are going to be going over a gun that I'm pretty excited to shoot. This is the HK CC9. It's the brand new offering from Heckler & Koch, and it is their Micro 9 they've been teasing for a long time. Very, very similar in silhouette to the P365. We have a 3-inch barrel. We have an included optics mount for the Shield RMS. We have some really cool sights. We have a blacked out rear with, it looks like a tritium green front there, though I'm not super sure. Full rail on that. Very interesting trigger. Feels very similar to the VP9. So does the grip. And we do have what looks to be an interchangeable backstrap system on it, but I did just get this. HK sent this to me for release, and this is kind of the first time I'm playing with it. And we're going to be out here messing with it, trying to get used to it today, and seeing what we think of it. The gun comes with one 10-round and one 12-round magazine, so very similar in feature set to some of the other Micro 9s. Now, I can't stress enough how small this is. Considerably smaller than like a Shield, for example. I would say it's the exact same size as the P365, making it on par with the smallest Micro 9 you can get. And a 10+1, 12+1 configuration in this tiny makes for a very carryable gun, so hopefully it's very shootable. First thing I noticed with the gun is just how beveled everything appears to be. Everything appears to be completely smoothed off, no rough edges for concealed carry, and if you're carrying appendix, that is a good thing. The grip feels like it's textured well, and we do have some solid finger grooves on there with a very underswept trigger guard. We have ambi controls on the gun and a very cool finish, and from what I hear, at least from H&K, they have tested this almost to the level of absurdity, like they normally do. I mean, some of the most tested handguns in history are H&K, so why not test the Micro 9 too? Pretty excited to shoot this today. Hopefully it shoots well, because this certainly could be a contender for carry for me. I am a closet H&K fan, as you guys know. I love all of their shit. I mean, ever since the SAS rappelled through that window, I've been buying H&K, and I'm excited that they finally have a Micro 9 on the market to compare with some of the other configurations out there. So it'll be pretty cool to shoot this. Let's see how it goes. Before we do that, I want to mention my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys very much. It's because of you guys we have the guns and ammo and all that cool stuff to shoot on the channel, so we appreciate you, and if you want to support us, that's the best way to do it. Just go to the link in the description below. Also in that description is a link to a local shelter in Ames, Iowa. So YSS, the link in the description will bring you right to the donate page, and you can donate a couple bucks to those kids. It's a good thing to do. One of the things that I want to point out right away, feeling the gun, is that it is a very heavy recoil spring. Heavier than most of the Micro 9s that I've tried, which probably will lead to hopefully less recoil, but it might lead to some issues with lighter firing ammo, so we'll try this out here. Or not at all, because it's H&K. They're like, we've thought of that, stupid American. Am I hitting that thing?
No.
I was shooting that water bottle. I think I was hitting it. Let's check it out.
Okay. It just didn't explode?
Yeah.
Oh, it... Does it look popped?
Yeah, there's a hole right through it. Looked like it came out of the back of the adult film store.
Oh my god.
The viewing section.
What does Cyril say to Archer about his gun? He's like, why is it wet?
Oh, yeah.
Must have rode the rail there.
Did it fail or just not lock back?
It just didn't lock back.
Yeah.
It must have been.
Again, those slide release right there,
Yeah.
on either side. If you push your thumb on it, it won't lock back.
That's probably me. But
Well,
it's got a lot more kick than that Koenig did.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, it's a inch shorter barrel, and it's like 4 inches lighter, or 4 ounces lighter, not 4 inches lighter.
And very oily.
And very oily.
Well, that thing just doesn't move, huh?
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. I just hate how little the hand grip is.
Yeah, I get that. It's a little noisy cricket, that's for sure.
a long trigger.
Mm-hmm. It's got take up, but then the reset's not bad. Yeah. I don't mind take up, especially if you have to go to your support hand. Because a lot of times people shit on take up, but personally I like more take up because when I go to my support hand, I want to feel that wall so I know when it's going to go off. I don't like triggers to surprise me. When people say that, I'm always like, I would rather know when my gun's going to go off. Nice.
Just trying to find my groove with it.
I didn't think you were going to shoot that well. You did a good job.
Go me. Go me.
So that is a 365, first impressions.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to get the 365 out here. Should I do that, y'all? In a different video?
Be a good comparison for that since they're about the same size, same features.
They really are.
They have a little bit different ergonomics.
This one has finger grooves that I like.
The grip's a hair fatter.
Yeah.
Now, one of the interesting things about this gun that I was talking about off camera is that H&K, for me at least, is a company that is known for quality products and quality manufacturing. And I know this comes out a little bit more at the $699 price point, but sometimes it's the changes that you can't see. And I'm sure the internals and the manufacturing quality of this are probably pretty good. One of the funny things about this is that it doesn't just have the magazine labeled on the back, it has it on the bottom too, in case you apparently need a much bigger version of how many rounds your magazine can hold. But if you're worried, just put rounds in it until you can't anymore, and that's how much it can hold. I don't know, I like this thing. Low.
Aim high left.
Just let me reset.
Yep. Take your time.
Well, so far it's pretty safe.
There you go.
Nice.
I keep dipping it down is what I do.
Tiny gun, you don't have a lot of space for your other hand, is what's going on. So if you can't grip with your other hand well, you really have to think about the trigger as it's coming to the rear. And on small guns, instead of pulling like this, a lot of times you have to worm your finger out and kind of make sure you press flush at the end. Because the problem with it isn't just that it's small, the trigger breaks toward the rear of the trigger guard.
Okay.
So make sure at the very end, it breaks straight.
Okay. All the things we get to learn.
You're way low. Oh, we got a malfunction.
Now you've done it. You made the HK fail.
How dare I? What am I doing? There we go.
I just think you're pulling low.
On the last one. Well done. Yeah, you're working it out.
I feel like
a few more mags.
Yeah, we need a couple more mags. There you go. There you go.
Nice job.
A lot better. A lot better.
Little guns are super difficult to shoot.
Little gun problems.
You know the best
grip,
thing about that.
Smooth because you want to carry it.
Obviously, you would use this in like a tense situation, so you know, like throw everything out the fucking window.
That's true.
But almost nobody has self-defense situations at 75 feet. Normally, it's like arm's length, and in that, you'd be just fine with that.
You would be. You would be. We're just trying to show off.
You ran the slide forward and it locked. There you go.
I didn't.
When you run the slide, yep, let it go.
Nice.
Nice job.
There we
Nice
go.
job.
You got it, Bob. Woo! I don't know. I kind of like this thing.
Yeah.
Look at me go.
You're shooting really well today, in all fairness. Now, overall, I think the CC9 did pretty good. I wanted it to be 100%. It was 100% when I was shooting it. It was 100% when my wife was shooting it. But the Bubs did have a failure. And one failure out of 200 rounds, especially during the break-in period with a brand new gun that was just released, is certainly not a deal breaker. However, with a company like H&K, I would have expected 100% all the time. But I think that is due to maybe Bubs riding a little high on the slide. And on top of that, the spring being very, very tight. I think the spring on this is very tight, and I think it would behoove you to use a little bit hotter ammo, maybe something like Federal Fiocchi, maybe even a 124 grain load. As far as smaller guns go, I would say it was pretty shootable though. I mean, I really liked it. My wife didn't like the trigger as much as I did, but I like the VP9 trigger. Very light, very short. It does have some take up to it, but I like take up, as I mentioned in the video. I like that for offhand shooting, but I like that for knowing when my gun's gonna go off as well. I like having a little bit I can take up. I can feel that wall, and I know just when I give that pressure, it's gonna break. And I think it's around a 5-pound break, and then the reset is very, very good. I would say the reset on the small, the CC9 here, is better than the standard VP9, personally. I think it's shot very well. I think the grip is very interesting. I think it's comfortable, and I think it reminds me of a P365 with a more comfortable grip, and maybe just a little bit more shootable out of the box. Now, that's gonna come with the cost of $700, which is gonna be putting it over most of the Micro 9s, but I think the HK crowd is pretty used to paying a little extra anyway. I mean, personally, the MP5 is way more than it should be, but it's such an awesome gun, I buy them anyway, along with all the other H&K guns, so I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I'm excited to shoot another 800 rounds through this. We'll definitely do a full review of this. I think it will be a solid option for concealed carry. I didn't even notice that the magazine release was ambi till literally right now. We have ambi controls on the gun. It's not swappable, it's actually ambi, so you could push it from either side. That's slick.
We have ambi controls on the gun.
So you have a full ambi Micro 9. I think that's probably the first full ambi Micro 9, now that I think about it. Hey, there's a title.
Maybe you should read the sheet.
Maybe I should read it. So for those of you who don't know, H&K sent me this pistol with a whole bunch of information. I didn't read it all, and we just took it out and shot it.
ADHD problem.
200 rounds, yeah. MSRP is $699. The weight is only 20 ounces. The barrel length is 3 inches. Capacity of 10 or 12 plus 1. Pretty standard across the board for Micro 9s, but it does look like a pretty slick gun overall, and it's shot well as well. You like the gun as well, right?
Yeah, I didn't mind it at all for it being so small.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the grip a lot. It was a little girthier. Woo!
Bubs didn't like it, I can tell you that. He had a real hard time hitting accurately at distance with the gun because of just how small the grip is. And when he was running, he wasn't running the 12 plus 1, he was running the 10 plus 1. And the 12 plus 1 gives you that pinky extension, so you can get almost that full grip if you got man hands, and that feels really good. And that's usually what I was running. I was cheating a little bit, because if I was carrying the gun, this is the magazine I would carry. I wouldn't carry the flush fit, because big boy problems. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please support Oklahoma shelters, and remember to recycle. And before I go, I should mention that I'm definitely going to do a P365 versus with this, because they are very, very similar in silhouette, feature set. Triggers feel the same. The sights feel pretty similar. The grip feels pretty similar. I mean, it really does look a lot like a German 365.
Isn't SIG German?
It is, fuck. Two German 365.
Right, don't fuck up.
Oh my.